Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today, we're going to be going over the Game Awards 2025 nominees, and I'm going to tell you my thoughts on the games nominated, who I think are going to win, and just stuff in general. Now, I've done this a couple years in a row, more or less, or at least 1 year. I've always wanted to do it, just haven't done it as frequent, but this year we're doing it today. So, without further ado, we're going to start at Content Creator of the Year, and then we're going to work our way up to Game of the Year. I know nothing about esports. I don't care about esports, so there'd be no point in me voting for those awards because I genuinely have no idea about any of it. So, we're going to start with Content Creator of the Year and then work our way up. Not going to lie, only know Charlie and Kai Cenat. I have no idea who the Burnt Peanut is, Sakura Miko, or Cadril. I don't really know. Um, but yeah, Kai Cenat, a lot of good things with him, with his streamathons, or his he did a big streamathon. I can't remember the exact name of it, but he's done a lot of good for the community and for YouTube and for whatnot. But my vote is for most critical, most anticipated game. Now, um, 4 out of 5 of these, or technically 5 out of 5, I am very excited for at some point in time. 007 First Light, not the biggest player of the Hitman games, but I do know them and I do appreciate what they do. So 007, I am going to give a shot to. James Bond as a character and as a movie are great. Marvel Wolverine, I just love Insomniac and everything that they do with their games. So that is going to be amazing. Um, Resident Evil Requiem, it's going to be a good start to the year. And The Witcher 4, I don't know. Like, this is going to be a hot take with people, but I never really got into The Witcher 3. Maybe it's because I didn't really give it too much of a chance, but didn't really get too much into it. I'm going to try at some point to get back, but for now, maybe The Witcher 4 will do that. But obviously, my vote is GTA 6. But I am very anticipating of all those games that were um, in this category. All right. Next up, best adaptation. Not gonna lie, never seen any of these. And believe it or not, with my track record with The Last of Us, it's nothing to do with what happened at the beginning of season 2, but I just, yeah. I'm gonna vote Devil May Cry because I've heard very good things about it. I would vote for Sonic 3. The Sonic movies, from where they started to what they have become, is a big, big, big upgrade. So, Sonic 3 should be here from last year. It's not, so I can't vote for it. But Devil May Cry, I've heard good enough things. Splinter Cell, never heard much about it ever. Minecraft movie, don't care. Until Dawn, don't know anything about it. The game is great. Don't know much about anything with the movie. And then season 2 has its many ups and downs. So we're gonna back our way into Devil May Cry. But if I had a different vote, it'd go to Sonic the Hedgehog 3. But what can you do? Next, best multiplayer: Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6, Elden Ring, Night Rain, Peak, and Split Fiction. Now, I have not played any of these, and there's a reason. Split Fiction I have owned since March. The people that I've wanted to play that game with, timing just has not been the friend. It just hasn't worked out with timing wise. That's the only thing. My vote is for Split Fiction. Arc Raiders, I think, is going to win. Battlefield 6, I have not played enough to even scratch the surface for voting here. Peak and Elden Ring, never even. And I own Peak, I just bought it a couple weeks ago, but my vote goes to Split Fiction. Best sports racing game, the only one I've played out of these is Mario Kart World, so that's where my vote goes. I've heard good things about Sonic Racing Crossworlds. I'm going to pick it up um, probably in a couple weeks when it goes on sale. Not that I don't think it deserves the money that it costs now, but also I'm waiting for the Switch 2 version to release because I want to play that on the go as well. So I think that releases beginning December. So best family game: Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lego Party, Lego Voyagers, Sonic Crossworlds, Split Fiction, or Mario Kart World. I definitely think Bonanza is going to win this. Donkey Kong Bonanza, I believe, is going to win this. Just because it's a Donkey Kong game, it's enjoyable. It's just a big, like, open world you can just let loose and just destroy stuff. It's fun. It's very, very fun. Now, I'm gonna be honest, it hasn't hooked me as much as Mario Odyssey did, but I do think that Bonanza is a very good Donkey Kong game and a very good just game in general. Do I think it's something we'll get to a little later? I don't. But that's not for me to decide. That's for other people. So Donkey Kong Bonanza is my vote for best family. Best RPG. I'm gonna say my thoughts later. Claire Obscure. I, well, that's not true. I'm voting for Claire Obscura, but I think Kingdom Come Deliverance may take best RPG. I just haven't played it enough to warrant the vote. Outer Worlds 2, it's fun. I've been playing it a couple hours. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I've only played a couple hours, so I don't really have the knowledge of what the game has to definitively put my vote down for it. But I think it's a very good RPG. I think it may win Best RPG, but my vote goes to Expedition 33. Just like a bunch of the other categories that it's in. It's nominated for 12. Fucking 12 nominations. That is insane. It's the most for one game for the Game Awards ever. So, cool for the developer. Best debut indie game: Blueprints, unbelievable game. Claire Obscure, already mentioned it, but I'll mention it more later. Despelote, never heard of this, but I am curious to look it up. Dispatch is my vote, 1,000,000%. Dispatch should have gotten more nominations. One of the best games of the year. Story, characters. Now listen, it's a Telltale-esque game. It's like a Metroidvania. It's a Telltale like game. It's made by a lot of the same developers. Um, but it's personally better than a Telltale game in a sense, but it's the same type of gameplay style. But it actually does have fun dispatch gameplay. So, Dispatch, um, very good, very much worth it. If you haven't played Dispatch yet, play Dispatch. It's 100% worth it. I highly recommend it. Best independent game. Now, you know what? This one, I'm going to put to Blueprints. Listen, Expedition 33 is probably going to take 9 or 10, up to 12 nominations. Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if they take 12. But, I, excuse me, I do think that Blueprints should get some recognition. They're I was going to say they're a great studio, but their first ever game is amazing. Like the ins and outs of the game itself are great. The mystery that's in there and the storytelling. Honestly, I am not I'm gonna be honest, I am not a puzzle gamer. I don't really play many puzzle games. There are a couple that do come to mind. The Witness is a really good puzzle game. Um, there's a couple others that are blanking me right now, but Blueprints is easily getting up there. Every every couple days, I do go back and I do try to get a couple runs and try and figure out what I'm doing wrong, what can I do better, in different senses like that. Usually, a game like this, I get frustrated with myself and I sort of move on. This one has me keep coming back to try and get better, and that's something that's really good in a game. When a game can have me intentionally coming back for more, even when it's frustrating, that proves it's a good game. It really proves it's a good game and can last. Now, my vote either goes to Fortnite or to No Man's Sky. Essentially, actually, you know what? No. Fortnite always gets the vote. We're going No Man's Sky. And with No Man's Sky, because of the fact that this game was DOA, it was dead on arrival almost 10 years ago. It had none of the content that was said in interviews. It was a mess. But the fact that Hello Games took the time to make the game right and better than ever. They've been putting up free update after free update after free update for like what, 7 years, 8 years? Like, it's incredible the amount of work and dedication that they've put to this game. Seriously, the amount of dedication they've done to this is through the fucking roof, and it has to be credited. So, Fortnite has been doing amazing for the last 8 years plus, but Hello Games, I'm gonna give them their flowers today. I'm not the biggest fan of No Man's Sky, but I'm gonna give them their flowers for consistently updating the game and for making things better and putting more content for the game and for the players that still play it years and years later. Now, I can also vote for No Man's Sky here. This one I am going to vote for Fortnite because I do want to get both of them. They both deserve it. So, best ongoing game, Fortnite, best ongoing game, No Man's Sky. They both deserve both awards. But yeah, Fortnite, man. What else can you say about Fortnite at this point? Fucking Fortnite through and through has been a revolution for the gaming industry. I think that's the only, well, it's not the only, but it's one of the main games that has been a success with live service. It feels like everything else fails. I feel like a lot of them fail. Like 9 out of 10 of them fail, and you get one that's like a diamond in the rough. Fortnite was not Battle Royale when it started. It introduced the mode, and it just completely blew up, and it really turned into a gold mine. So good on you, Epic. Best performance. Do we go with Clear Obscure 33 or someone else? No, I'm joking. But Charlie Cox, Ben Starr, and Jennifer English. What else can you say about them? Um, Erika Ishii and Konatsu Kato, have not heard of them. I'm gonna be just honest. I've heard Erika a little bit, not enough to vote for her. Just in general, like I've only heard a couple hours. So, sorry, Troy. Love you, man. But honestly, it's between Mael and Verso. Listen, Gustav was incredible. Charlie Cox did a great job. But no. It goes to Jennifer English. She absolutely knocked it out of the park with Mael. She knocked it out of the park. She was unbelievable. She was so good. Everyone, I'm assuming, did an amazing job. So, best audio design, recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. Best score and alright, this one I know. Listen, all of these have great soundtracks. Clear Obscure is like as a kid, like this, like you sound like you're glazing it. It's like I'm not. I'm really not. Um, Everything I say about this game is 100% true. So it's worth every vote I get. Best art direction. Um, Technical achievement in artistic design and animation. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really. You know, I'm gonna vote for Death Stranding 2 here just because of how um not technological, but how photorealistic Kojima and his crew were able to get this game to look. It looks genuinely like real life. Like it's about as close you can get to real life as physically possible. Best narrative. Listen, I feel like a lot of people can say Expedition. A lot of people can say Kingdom Come Deliverance. People probably can say Ghost of Yote or Death Stranding 2. I'm only voting for the one that I know because the one I've played. I never even gotten Silent Hill F. Not because I didn't want to, I just haven't gotten to it. Death Stranding 2, still need to finish the first one. Ghost of Yote only played a little bit. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, like an hour or two. And again, not because anything was bad, it was just because of, timing. And I think we're on to the final one. Nope. Second to final. Best game direction. I'm gonna vote for Split Fiction for this one, to be honest. And the reason why I'm voting for Split Fiction is because of the fact that listen, as much as I don't have many people to play co-op exclusive games with, I do love the way that Hazelight Studios does go about their games, where it's co-op exclusive, you play it with a friend, and that's it. You don't play it with an NPC, you don't play it on your own, you play it with a friend. You experience a story with a friend or another person through and through. I did not play It Takes Two. I have not gotten to it for the same reason with Split Fiction, but I did play all through A Way Out. Unbelievable. I love that game. I really do. But game direction with how Split Fiction has gone from what I've seen is another level. All right. This is it, the big one. Game of the Year for 2025. My vote, and probably a lot of people's vote, is Clair Obscur Expedition 33. It is easily the best game of the year, hands down, bar none. One of, genuinely one of my favorite games ever. Like, it's gotten to that point, which is crazy given it came out this year. But sometimes I do that and I sort of jump to a conclusion. No. I'm genuinely done in parts of 3 different game uh, playthroughs of this game. I played it through the first time, I started New Game Plus, and then I bought it on PlayStation and I started on there. Still working through the PlayStation one again. But that shows you how I do not start New Game Pluses often right away. The fact that I have in some form or another 3 different playthroughs proves something. So, Samful Interactive, Kepler Interactive, you got a winner on your hands, and I am very, very excited to see what game you make next. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are my nominations for the Game Awards. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Um, yeah, see you guys soon. There will be more content coming next year. I 1,000,000% promise you that. So, not gonna say what, not gonna say when, but I have some stuff working in the background. So, stay tuned. But that's it for me. Have a great Thanksgiving. I'll see you guys soon.